If bees disappeared off the face of the earth, man would have 4 years left to live. This is part of the main idea of my project, using the biodiversity, the world, and the way that we rely on bees. But first, hello. My name is Myah. I'm a freshman at Champlain College, and I'm currently studying environmental policy. I've been in sustainability for many years, since I was a kid. But specifically in 7th grade, I entered into a competition that really made me want to use my voice and started a passion for conservation. Throughout these years, I've been learning to better use my voice to be able to talk about it, and this has finally led me to Project Green Challenge. Throughout the month of October, I've been able to focus on a lot of different aspects of conservation and be able to use them in many different styles and create art, classes, infographics, and anything else that was related to the topic. I used a lot of these elements, and specifically the element of biodiversity, to create my climate action project, which is adding more native bees to Champlain College. First, I would like to thank the staff that have been helping me throughout this. We've been talking, and specifically Professor Wolf, who runs the bee sanctuary at our college. These, in addition to the clubs and the students that have been helping with me, and a special one to Champlain alumni Bobby Carter. First, apiary is a word to describe an area of bees. We currently have about 8 hives at our school that are Western honeybees. They're a Russian-Irish variety that is cold resistant and obviously non-native. Through this, my college raises funds to be able to sell different things like beeswax, honey, and everything, and to be able to support the beehives that we currently have, as well as make new advancements in the sustainability ideas. While this is amazing, it also is taking away from nature something that we need to give back to, because some of this money is just put towards paying people, which is amazing, but it's not helping the environment directly. So, through the use of native bees, specifically mason bees that we've been looking into, we're able to help support the community without really making it about monetary needs. Mason bees in particular are a burrowing, native, and non-aggressive species of bees that coexist really well with normal human activities. They also tend to like bee hotels, or beehives, that are created using small tunnels that they can burrow into and generally just leave them alone and they'll continue to pollinate. Information awareness is a big part of mine too, and when I asked the apiary what specifically they needed, they talked about how they had a website that had information, but not enough. It didn't talk about any of the native bees, and it also didn't talk about any of the ways that they're different and how they interact with each other and our world. So one of my biggest things is creating more information on the website, creating more accessibility to it, since it's currently only at the apiary, which is behind a ton of buildings. But in addition to that, we wanted to create events to be able to create bee hotels, as well as just raise awareness and make crafts. And we also have something called a bee art competition that we'll be starting around January 1st, hoping to get people to create art to help represent these bees and then create an event based on it. The bigger bee collection is the website in mind, which would be posted on the Champlain Instagram, as well as different areas around the school, around the apiary, around the hives, and anywhere else so people can get more information about the bees. Focusing on the bee art competition, the other side of this, there's 3 main parts. The awareness aspect of introducing the bees to people, doing different documentary displays, and showing people what bees are doing, rather than just being this scary thing with a stinger. Secondary, we have a display at Champlain College, which we are currently trying to get the use for, to be able to showcase different bee crafts from this project, as well as the competition of prizes, which will be voted on by the students in our school, and focusing on what people are interested in, as well as showcasing the art from my school. All aspects of the project included the art competition, as mentioned before, as well as the information site, adding more bee houses, We're currently thinking of about 20 bee houses around the school, but we're hoping to expand into the community as well as adding more as needed. As well as making an Instagram to be able to contact students, as well as show when the events are, spread awareness, and post spottings of the bees as they start to arise. A timeline, during the winter, it's mostly just figuring out logistics, getting access to the gallery, starting the art competition towards January time, spreading information around about the bees through posters, Instagram, other aspects. We also are going to build and decorate the bee houses, as you can paint the outside of them and make them more unique and creative, and also make sure that the school has approval for every aspect of the project. In the spring, we're going to be creating bee-related events, such as the bee house building if needed, as well as just fun documentaries, that kind of stuff. We'll also be putting up the bee boxes a little bit before they emerge in early March, spreading information about the new website and launching it. We'll be showing the gallery and voting, and also working with classes and clubs to see what other things we can add to this in the future and in the current moment. In the future, we also hope that the school will keep these as a permanent fixture, and we'll keep them maintained as time goes on. We'll also be adding the hives to the Champlain College Green Tour, which is a tour across our campus that showcases all the green and sustainable aspects of our college. And along with this, the apiary professor was talking about how we could get the bees in a plaque along the pathway. This showcases what they do for our environment, the struggle that we got to get them there, as well as everything else about the bees. This is one of the sample posters of the bee competition, which will be showcasing different types of art, such as poetry, graphic art, animation, that kind of stuff. Though we can't put that into a poster. But it'll be any sort of artistic representation of these. The end. Thank you.